Hey guys, I'm live here on YouTube. I'm dealing all the injuries, but I'm ready to go. Right now, do a little quick before I hit the gym. All right, here we go. I give it, I give it a good A plus. I don't know, I give it A for. I drafted Shador. That was the right decision. Cleveland, you get a D minus. They had to take him. Cheap, but I wouldn't take him. But it's what it is. Go live.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without... First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Second and 7. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he's gonna get it.
I try to get the running game going.
One up past the 40-yard line.
This just
Go.
shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They face second down and 7. They'll go again here with Henry. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Calvin Austin. They'll try and play with some pace early on. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through. On the handoff, it's Henry. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Look him up on a second down and 8. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. On the give, here's Henry. They'll look to pick up the pace. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
Okay, we got it.
He will fight
Wow.
his way to the end zone.
It's a lot of work, but we got it done.
Touchdown, Vegas. That touchdown number 19 on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy to...
play action. Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Daniels. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he is going to score. First and 10. Operating from the gun. It's under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. We'll try and hurry to the line here. Left side, he's got Njoku. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Going up top. Incomplete. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll run. It's Henry, able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. That is incomplete. Daniels now on 1st down. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Shaheed in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That one is complete to Hartman. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Here's Daniels. To his tight end, Njoku. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Penalties killing me.
Play action. Here's Daniels going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grew up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Henry. Whoa! Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. On second down, here's a run with Henry. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Again, it'll be Henry.
Oh, wow.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. This is Henry. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to
Don't give me that. Damn.
all the way home. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Vegas.
What touchdown?
That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. That is about as good a half as you will ever see out of a running back. Greg, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the 1st half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
We'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in. Look at the big man go. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And a short pickup down inside the 10. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Daniel. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. And he's not going to get there. First and 10 now from the 36. Shaheed with the catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Raider 1st down. Now Daniels. 1st down throw there is incomplete. To the air again is Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shaheed in motion. Daniels gonna throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in.
Wow. Touchdown, Shaheed. That's all I need.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. So, no.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line.
This is intercepted. Picked up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's caught. Derrick Henry. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Big play coming up. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll throw with Daniels. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it...
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
I'm not losing. quarterback service.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get a look. Now the first carry for King Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. We'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Daniels. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Going to go right back to Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll run it with Henry. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. On the handoff, it's Henry. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again here. Second and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. A successful drive in dangerous stalling. Trying to convert now on third and 7. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around,
we had to take the point
ball
here.
to come out. There was...
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Try again. It's second and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Vegas.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Raider first down. Here's Henry, and the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. On play action, Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, very good field position. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Daniels. A pass pulled in by Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their... A dive, and he's in! Derrick Henry, touchdown Raiders. That touchdown, number 19 on the year.
All right, we got it.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drop.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They face second down and 7. They'll run. It's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on third down and 7? And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way.
Ow. Oh, wow.
Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of...
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. The terrific interior performer, Jeffrey Simmons, on the stop. This is Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. They'll throw with Daniels. He finds Austin with the grab. They'll look to pick up the pace. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Raiders first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down. Throwing is Daniels. Now a screen set up for Henry. Ooh. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. To the air again is Daniels. Taking up, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone.
Oh, we had to go.
Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important... On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now, faking the give. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3.
What am I to use them?
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Whoa! Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Here's Daniels. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Second down, 8 for the first down. Here's Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. They'll drop to throw. Louds another catch for his favorite target. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
On second down, it's Daniels. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now, second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And this is a touchdown. They were not
I play slow
going to be
football.
denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Wow.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us.
Hi, Tariq. All right.
15 of the... First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. We're going to go right back to Henry. Crazy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. On the ground, here's Henry. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyron Hopper there on the tackle. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they do not get it done.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive. Not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built.
He is in. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, run.
Touchdown, Raiders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as...
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll gain about 6 there as he took past the 35-yard line.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A give right up the middle to Henry. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdowns.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down on what should be The final play of this first quarter. So after... Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he's good. Now Daniels. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Still first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Going up top. That is brought in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Throwing again, Daniels. Shaheed with the catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Daniels going to throw again. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of
Slant out here.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yard across the 50 to the 48.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that 1st hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the give, here's Henry. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Raiders first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. To throw is Daniels. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Holding. Offense. Still 2nd down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dan. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire...
First and goal, and it's Henry. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in.
All right, well, touchdown.
Henry, touchdown, Raiders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. First and 10. Throwing now. Daniels. To the left side, he's got the Joku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he's going to be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. We'll try and hurry to the line here. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry, touchdown Vegas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the
Oh.
second half, you got a tie ball.
Flash or something.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he's going to give a short field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Still first in.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now he'll run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TV. It is 1st down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. This caught. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down. And he... On play action, he'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. On 1st down, Daniels to the left side in the hands of Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Daniels. Oh, there. It's the
All right, we're going to finish this all.
Sports. And up next,
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't it?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
37 yards on the punt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get
guarantee.
the 40. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. Completes it to Austin. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Henry up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll take it in.
What I need. Please like, subscribe. Hey, sorry about it. Not as much. Just get myself back in rhythm.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
To the air goes Daniels. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of...
Nowhere to go. It's the football, and the Colts pick it up. Now Daniels. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders at 8-4 now in the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Here's Daniels. He finds Austin complete, and they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 43. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets it down to the 32. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again to Henry. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. David Njoku. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're getting wrong wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. They set up the screen for Henry. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Staying on his feet. And he's brought down. Can't do... So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll take it into the end zone for a
Can't get close, though.
David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to
They are good. We
lead in the
go.
final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And now they're in the hurry-up. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Broken tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Running left, it's Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 129 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This one finds Austin out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he lost the football. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff to Henry. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. 3rd and goal from the 6. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. So defensively, they let the play stand. They'd rather have the down as it'll bring up 4th. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught.
Big mistake.
Touchdown, Raiders. Calvin Austin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag.
He was brought down by Derek Stingley.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they
Probably
looking
sure.
for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need...
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Trying to punch it in with Henry. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Complete to Austin here over the middle. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Derrick Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's not going to get in. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Off play action. Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the
Yeah, we have to.
there, and the result is 6 points. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop it. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. It's Austin. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete.
All right.
It's week 14 of the National Football League. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Raiders and the Colts. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is
All
left
right,
by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got to...
The drive begins with Henry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. To throw, Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Trying to work quickly now. Henry goes up and over for the touchdown.
Okay, good job.
The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a... Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Stiff arm success. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. 2nd and 10 now. Got a man, it's Njoku. And that will not be enough for a first down. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Running for it, here's Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. Space to the left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The
Wow.
Raiders break the tie here in the first. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, these top-tier offenses have... Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Complete Derrick Henry. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it's 3rd down now.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now a 4th down staring right at him. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Fielded just ahead of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before... Daniels on 1st down.
Oh, good.
Offense working quickly.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They run it with King Henry. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This one's caught. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Johnson up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground again with Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up
Here's Daniels. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Trying the left side with Johnson. Oh, stiff arm. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's Johnson again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Daniels now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing now off play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Right on the edge of the goal.
Oh, wow, hook right.
get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run this with Johnson. Another big rip for him. And finally down right along that opposing 40. All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up now. From the 35 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing this back in the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Everybody rushing back to the line. Johnson. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Oh, we gotta get it.
The Raiders can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Johnson. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. To throw, Daniels. Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Daniels back to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Daniels leading the hurry up. A give. This is Johnson. Goes up and over for the touchdown.
Wow.
The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this 2nd half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing now, Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he's hit before he can get anything. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Now a carry by Johnson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their 9th win of the season. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Here we go with Johnson. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He stays up. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And they
Don't
continue
need that
playing their
win.
best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
That's it. I see. Like, I'm out. See ya.